About this, Mr. Costello, I swear to God, Bob, I don't have anything on Donald Trump. Who said that?
Michael Cohen about 10 to 20 times.
So not just once, multiple times he told you that while you were his attorney, while you were in consultation with your client, he said that multiple times.
He not only said that multiple times, but he said that after I said to him, knowing that he was suicidal, Michael, think about this. Isn't it easier to cooperate against Donald Trump than it is to kill yourself? And he still said, I swear to God, Bob, I don't have anything.
Absolute devastation, everybody. This testimony from Robert Costello, who is a highly credible former legal advisor and attorney to Michael, I can't tell the truth if it slapped me in the face, Cohen, has absolutely dropped a major bombshell, blowing up the entire hush money, fraudulent sham trial by DA Alvin Do-Nothing Bragg. This is huge. Now, if you don't know who Robert Costello is, let me just give you a little bit of background. Oh my God, this is so big. So Robert Costello is a lawyer who has served as an advisor to Michael Cohen. Robert Costello is a well-known attorney. He's worked in the Southern District of New York for the Department of Justice. He's had a long career in law. He's been involved in many high-profile cases and has extensive experiences in legal matters. His connection to Michael Cohen is he was an advisor. He was his attorney. This was Michael Cohen's actual attorney testifying. There you saw before Congress. I'm going to show you some more clips too. It's so insane. Testifying to Representative Jim Jordan, our boy from Ohio, as well as others in the Judiciary Committee, that basically Michael Cohen is absolutely fraught with uncredible, unethical lies, and more lies. Why is his testimony so powerful? Because he has insider first-hand knowledge of conversations and actions involving Michael Cohen, who's at this very moment as I'm recording this, is on the stand right now in the fake sham hush money trial brought on by the fake Don Juan Merchan and Alvin Do-Nothing Bragg. You have to see this. I'm going to play you some testimony right now, just a couple of clips, and then I'm going to talk about how, stick around to the end, how does this impact the entire trial? How does this impact the outcome? What's going to happen now? Is Blanche and the defense going to call Robert Costello as a potential witness in this hush money sham trial? Stick around.
He didn't believe the allegation of the Stormy Daniels story, that he thought the story would be embarrassing for Trump and especially for Melania, so he decided he would take care of it himself.
Absolutely. And that is contrary to what this guy testified to in court in New York yesterday.
Well, and what's not being talked about is your next paragraph, like the reason and his motivation for that. So if you could just kind of walk through that for the committee.
Yeah, obviously, when we started to talk about the NDAs, and this is the very first meeting at the Regency Hotel, when, by the way, Rudy Giuliani was not involved in representing Donald Trump at that time. Cohen testified that it was a conspiracy between Giuliani and Costello as of this date. Totally false. In any event, he also said that he didn't discuss the Stormy Daniels matter with us, and he certainly did. I specifically asked him because he kept on going back saying, I can't believe they're trying to put me in jail for these NDAs. So I said, Michael, tell me about the NDA. Tell me about Stormy Daniels. What did you do? He said, I got a call from a lawyer representing Stormy Daniels who represented that she was going to testify that Donald Trump had sex with Stormy Daniels. Michael Cohen said, I didn't believe the allegation, but I knew that such an allegation would be terribly embarrassing. He said it would be embarrassing. He focused on Melania Trump. He said, I didn't want to embarrass Melania Trump. He said, that's why I decided to take care of this on my own. Right. I went back to that several times. You did this on your own? On my own. Did Donald Trump have anything to do with it? No. Did you get the money from Donald Trump? No. From any of his organizations? No. From anybody connected to Donald Trump? No. Where did you get the money? I took out a HELOC loan against my property. I said, why would you do that? He said, I didn't want anybody to know where I got this money. I didn't want Melania to know. I didn't want my own wife to know because she's in charge, he said, of the Cohen family finances. He said if she saw money coming out of my account, she'd ask me 100 questions and I didn't want to answer any of them. It was clear after talking to him for several days after that, whenever we talked on the phone or in my office, that he kept on bringing up the subject that he felt he was betrayed.
The rest of the proof doesn't support Michael Cohen. And by the way, one thing that you're not reporting yet is that besides making that statement, I swear to God, I don't have anything on Donald Trump, he also said more times than that answer, guys, I want you to understand, I will do whatever the F I have to do. I will never spend a day in jail. And then he'd slam his hand on the conference room table. And what does that mean to you? That means this guy is saying, I will lie, cheat, steal, do whatever I have to do. I'm not going to jail. Well, he did go to jail. And who do you think he blames for that? Mm-hmm. And why do you think he names his most recent book Revenge? I mean, quite frankly, he's using this to monetize himself, because this is the only way this guy can make money right now, selling books and T-shirts and trinkets and being the ultimate anti-Trumper. And because he was doing that on TV, and I saw that, I said, I can't sit by and let this guy tell the grand jury, tell the jurors now this false story when he told us the opposite story at a moment when he was desperately seeking a way out and was willing to kill himself. And certainly cooperating with truthful information is a lot easier. But he didn't have any truthful information.
This is so damning of Michael Cohen. Like, we didn't already know that he was an LAD, a lion-ass dog. Now we've got somebody who's got such a powerful ethos, credibility, and track record, who is his former attorney, who is a former prosecutor for the Southern District of New York, who is literally saying this guy is the least credible individual on planet Earth. He's literally saying this guy is completely chock full of lies. Everything you and I have known. You think mainstream media is going to cover this guy? Of course not. So what is the impact and significance? What's going to happen now? So the impact is that it could potentially, in legal terms, contradict Michael Cohen's statements, especially when he mentioned in that video that everything he said in the New York hush money trial is completely false. Cohen has turned against Trump and testified about various wrongdoings. If Costello provides information that conflicts with Cohen's testimony, it will undermine Cohen's credibility. And Blanche, Trump's defense team in this Alvin do-nothing-brag sham trial, is definitely going to take that into consideration. I would be shocked if this is not new evidence that they could introduce, because Costello can offer all these new insights and evidence that was previously unknown. This is going to influence the direction of the investigation of the trial. I would be shocked if Judge Fake Don Juan Merchan had zero choice but to stricken everything Cohen said from the record to completely deny all of his testimony. Remember, this is the guy that the entire prosecution rests their entire case against former President Donald Trump on. Stormy Daniels, completely dismissed. She destroyed the case, if anything. Their quote-unquote star witness was supposed to be Michael Cohen. Well, Mr. Cohen, you have your former legal advisor, your former attorney, somebody who's been in the law game way longer than you, somebody who carries way more weight and credibility, way more than you, because you're a convicted perjurer, a convicted felon, a convicted liar to Congress. You're toast. You're finished. It's over. Hasta la pasta. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Again, this is stuff that you and I already knew a lot about. Some of you, maybe the majority of you, haven't actually seen some of these clips yet, and some of these clips from Costello testifying before Congress. But I need you guys, because there's a majority of Americans who have no clue. There's a majority of Americans who actually believe corporate state media, MSNBC, CNN, and so forth, that this guy Cohen is actually credible. So what I need you to do is I need you to tap the thumbs up. I need you to leave a comment. I need you to share this with everybody you know. This is so important that we raise awareness, because the election is less than 6 months away. We know all of these sham trials, all of these sham charges are meant for one thing and one thing alone. They don't care about the people. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about transparency. That's been proven over and over again. They care about one thing: stopping our right as Americans to vote for who we want, stopping and interfering with this election like we're some kind of third world banana republic country. We need to stop them. On top of that, I do definitely want to hear what you guys think about this. So leave a comment down below. As always, I try really, really hard with my whole soul best to respond to all the comments, but it's literally physically impossible. So consider becoming a member. You get top priority responses as well as all sorts of other perks, badges next to your name, shout outs and live streams, exclusive access to question live Q&As, exclusive access to our members only Discord, which is phenomenal. We're all hanging out in there, engaging, talking about all these things going on in ways that you can't anywhere else. So I think that behooves you. Think about that. It only costs you a cup of coffee. You spend more than that a month. You spend more than that in 30 seconds every single day to support the truth, get our country back, and be a part of the best community on planet Earth. That's in the pinned comment, show notes, and in the description, as well as our free newsletter. Sign up for that so you don't miss out on anything. As always, check out these videos right here coming up on the screen. And may God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.
Is there a single branch of government that Michael Cohen hasn't lied to?
Gee, I think there isn't.